York's classic rock. Q1043.
Live at 5, it brought to you, driven by world-famous Autoland. Shop 1-800-Autoland.com right now. Ken Dash out in the studio with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Warren Haynes. Thanks for coming back up to Q1043.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
Always great to have you here. We get to see you at Central Park Summer Stage, May 17th. Giving away tickets all this week.
Oh, wonderful.
You playing outside is just, there's a, I love seeing you, but outdoors, there's something about the music that just comes alive.
Yeah, and that setting is so beautiful. I've played there quite a few times, and what a great place to play. You know?
Yeah. It's that magic of New York City. There's this oasis, whether it's Shakespeare in the Park or Warren Haynes in the Park. I just love those kind of nights.
Yeah, it's great, and you know, with us having a new record coming, it's a good way to kick off the whole thing.
New album coming June 9th, Revolution Come, Revolution Go.
Yep.
When was the last time you did a Mule record?
Shout was our last record, which
I remember
was
that.
3 years ago.
The Dark Side of the Mule? That was...
Yeah, but as far as a studio record, then, of course, I did a solo record in the interim. So this is our first studio record since we celebrated our 20th anniversary. And who knew, you know, like we never thought we would do a second record. We were just having fun, you know.
You've got the Allman Brothers, you're playing with the Dead, you're playing with everybody, and you're squeezing in some Gov't Mule time.
Yeah,
you know?
Originally it was just something to do in spare time, you know.
Right.
And it kind of grew, kind of caught fire in its own way, and here we are still doing it, you know.
Hey, you brought this gorgeous Gibson guitar with you. Can we hear you play?
Sure. This is a song from the new record. There's only a few that I feel like I can play by myself, and this is one of them. This is a song called Dreams and Songs.
Warren Haynes live at Q1043.
My whole life's been filled with songs and dreams. When I was a child, I had a time machine. Little did I know it would go too fast. Little did I know I could see the future, but not the past. Leave it all behind, come what may. Always thought I'd be coming home someday. A little did I know that life is hard. And here I am now, staring out a window at my old backyard. Is there any comfort to be denied, knowing that most of our lives can never be the same? We can never go back home. And those that can are lucky, I guess, to somehow escape from this mess. Me, I can only do it in dreams and songs, trying to fill a hole while running a race. It leaves an even bigger empty space. But a moving target is harder to kill. Never was one for taking it easy or standing still. Is there any comfort to be derived, and knowing that most of our lives will never be the same, could never go back home. And those that can are lucky, I guess, to somehow escape from this mess. Me, I can only do it in dreams and songs. Dreams and songs.
Oh, there are no words. Warren Haynes. That's just gorgeous.
Thank you.
What is the title of that?
Dreams and Songs. It's one of the songs from the new record that's kind of a personal reflection for me, almost autobiographical, I guess, you know.
I felt like we were channeling Jimi Hendrix. Like there was a little wing drifting through it.
There's always some of that for sure.
It's just beautiful. There's something, you know, in our scene of jam band and Southern music, the passing of somebody you knew very well, Colonel Bruce Hampton, who just recently died on stage with you, who passed. I hope you don't mind talking about it, but you were also
I don't
shocked.
mind. We were devastated, myself and Derek Trucks and Jimmy Herring and Susan Tedeschi and John Bell from Widespread Panic. There were 30 or 40 of us. We were all on stage for the finale.
Where was this?
At the Fox Theater in Atlanta. And it was in celebration of the Colonel's 70th birthday, and we were honoring him and his music, and all his favorite people were there, and there was 5,000 people sold out. And it was the most amazing night of music, 4 hours. And then at the very end of the night, he just laid down on the stage, and he was done.
I'm so sorry. In a way, it's a fitting way that anybody would want to go of doing something that he loved with his whole heart. And that's what the music does. It stays alive forever and keeps us together. If you guys have any questions or thoughts you want to share, you're welcome to on Facebook. Warren Haynes is live in the studio with us here at Q1043. The new album, Revolution Come, Revolution Go. We get that June 9th. And don't miss seeing at Central Park, May 17th, Central Park Summer Stage. Tickets all this week for the 3 at 3. We'll have them tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock as well. Ken Dash Show here at Q. Can I twist your arm for another song?
Sure.
Really?
Give me just a second.
Sure, take your time.
I'll get it together.
You got a bit tuning together.
Well, I have to use a capo and retune, so it's
and
kind
switch
of
guitars
tricks
and
of the trade and all that stuff. But but I'm happy to do another one. These are new songs that, for the most part, we haven't performed live, you know, and we're looking forward to doing that. Central Park, we're going to be unveiling some of the stuff for the first time. And
when you pull out, you know, something like whether it's the band or Pink Floyd, I never expected Gov't Mule to do Pink Floyd. The Dark Side of the Mule is something that I will treasure because you're just never going to hear that again ever. How much of a discussion goes into, hey, let's play some of this tonight?
Well, for that particular show, that was one of our Halloween shows. So we prepare, we
right.
rehearse, and we do these thematic shows twice a year, Halloween and New Year's.
Right.
New Year's is always here in New York. That particular one was in Boston at the Orpheum. And we did a lot of rehearsal for it, and but as you say, it only happened once, and then it's done. And then we were happy with it, so we decided to kind of make it available to the public, which we don't normally do.
Right.
But and I'm sure some people thought it was very weird, but
that's what I loved about it.
Yeah, you know, what I loved is that there were no intentions to release it, so the music was for the night, for the moment.
Right.
And then looking back, and we also filmed it, so we were able to release a DVD as well. But looking back, you know, years later and going, yeah, this is pretty cool. I think people would like it. It's odd, but
Surprise magic moments are the things that turn me on. So, you and Robert Randolph doing Hip Shake Boogie. You know, it's one of the great recordings you'll ever hear. And it's in the moment. It's not something you plan and rehearse. The energy of the moment is what is spectacular to us. And it's kind of what's missing a lot in pop music these days.
I think so, too.
I hear computers.
I think so, too.
I hear music that's perfect. I don't hear anything that's alive.
And when you do, it stands up and has to be recognized, you know? And
I really think that's why more and more, and I'm sure you see it at your shows, more and more you see teenagers and 20-somethings coming to hear live music and just their minds blown at watching real music, and it goes wherever it goes.
We're getting 14, 15-year-old kids, if it's okay to call them kids, come to the shows, and when I meet some of these kids, they're like, well, tonight's my first Gov't Mule show. I just heard about you guys. But they're also just discovering Pink Floyd and Hendrix and Led Zeppelin and the Stones and the Allman Brothers and the Who. And it's doing to them what it did to us. It's like blowing their minds, you know. So it's understandable that a lot of kids are gravitating toward old music because it's amazing music. I mean, you and I, once we discovered rock and roll music, we went backwards to see where it came from. Exactly. You know, and it's a very valuable thing.
My favorite request is always, hey, Ken, what's that Teenage Wasteland song? Come on in.
Yeah.
It's a big tent. You got a ride, and you're going to enjoy the ride.
Yeah, and when people say, so why do you guys do like Low Spark or High Heel Boys or something? It's like, well, because a big portion of our audience has never heard it, and they really need to.
Perfect. Do we have any questions, Andrew? There may be, but we can't read them, so I apologize. I'm sure people are emailing in, and we can't see it as we film, and which happens all the time. Warren, how about one more song?
Sure.
Warren Haynes live at Q1043.
This is a song called Traveling Tune that is on the new Gov't Mule CD, and it's probably different than anything we've ever done in the way that it's a little more like the countryside of Southern rock than Gov't Mule's ever gone.
Okay.
But it's a song that's very dear to my heart, and we've never performed it live. I'm looking forward to doing that very soon as well.
What's it called?
Traveling Tune.
Okay. Warren Haynes, Traveling Tune at Q1043.
Just another highway song, just another traveling tune. They say sing about what you know. Well, hello, people, it's been a long time. So good to see you, how you feeling? It's good to be together, even for a short while. Nothing like a little rockin' and reelin'. So many familiar faces scattered in with the new ones. We got to keep spreading the word. You keep on coming, we'll keep on coming back, even when the lines are getting blurred. Just another highway song, just another traveling tune. They say sing about what you know. Well, I know I've been down this road a time or two. So let's sing another road song before we go. Here's one for the fallen ones that didn't make it through this life's challenges and pressures. We gotta keep on rising and singing in their honor. Maybe try to enjoy some of life's pleasures. Just another highway song, just another traveling tune. They say sing about what you know. They say, how many road songs can you write? As many as it takes to get it right. It's what I just wrote the other day. So let's sing it and then be on our way, and try to inject myself into the show. That's all I know. Goodbye, people. We'll see you down the road. Some other time, some other place. We'll raise our voices, maybe even a glass in toast to those that can never be replaced. Just another highway song, another traveling tune. They say sing about what you know. Well, I know this old heart's been broken a time or two. So let's sing another sad one before we go. Just another highway song, just another traveling tune. This is sing about what you know.
That's spectacular. Warren Haynes and Travelin' Tune at Q1043. So, Warren, I'm looking on Facebook Live and looking at the comments we have.
Yeah.
Just an assortment. Hi from Connecticut, come back. Hi from Sicily. Hope to see you soon. Hi from Dublin. We'll see you when you get here.
Awesome.
That's what this is. This is beautiful. What a beautiful line. A woman named Nancy wrote, "I want someone to look at me the way we all look at Warren." Isn't that a beautiful thought to share? And one guy here, Dave, said, "I have such a crap job. Do you need a bus driver?"
You never know.
Warren Haynes, that's what it does. Music pulls us all together. A comment here that said, one note that you sustain with vibrato on that Gibson puts to shame everything on the top 40 chart today because it's from your soul. I agree with every comment here. One of the greatest voices in all of rock and roll. It brings me to tears and brings the energy to the world. Warren Haynes, Gov't Mule, the new album. Revolution Come, Revolution Go. We get that June 9th.
Absolutely.
Don't miss him. Central Park Summer Stage, May 17th. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks, Ken. Always a pleasure.
You know what we have to do, guys? We have to steal him one Sunday morning if he's ever here for breakfast with the Beatles.
We've been talking about that for a long time.
I know. We'll make this happen.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Warren.
Absolutely.
New York's classic rock. Q1043.